I've talked about link building for many years. You all know that if you want to rank on Google, you need to build links. But link building is hard and everyone's already doing the same generic tactics like, let me post on your site. Hey, I noticed you linked to my competitors. Can you also link to me? A lot of that stuff doesn't work that well anymore, but you still need links. What should you do? Well, you can't buy them. Hey everyone, I'm Neil Patel, and today I'm going to share 7 advanced link building tactics that'll skyrocket your rankings. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification. That way when I go live, you'll also get notified. The first tip I have for you is run an industry survey. Contact people in your industry, CEOs, executives, thought leaders. Tell them you're running a survey about a hot topic in your industry. Ask them the questions. Then from there, compile the results. Send them your findings and ask them what they think. Now, I want you to produce really pretty graphs. You can go to places like Fiverr if you want to pay someone $5 to produce the graphs for you, or you can just use tools like Canva or Infogram to produce the graphs. And then by uploading it, you'll have this beautiful piece all with data from industry experts that a lot of people haven't leveraged. And then when you release that, it should go viral because those people will be willing to share it and a lot of people will be willing to link back to it as well. Now, when I do this, I go above and beyond. I don't just interview these CEOs. I'll do it for industry trends like the state of digital marketing or the state of the internet or the state of the healthcare industry. When it's around a big topic, you'll find that when you have these executives, more people are likely to read it, share it, and link to it. The second tip I have for you, host a live event or a virtual summit. So pick a really cool or specific topic theme for your event. If you don't have a niche, you find that it won't work well. Now, you want to package it in a way that it makes it really interesting for people to attend. Offer a PDF, action guides, templates, swipe files, transcripts, cheat sheets, all the stuff that people want to have. Give people the ability to ask their questions to the guests. Make sure you're getting collaboration of speakers within the industry. Everyone should promote the event because it helps them with publicity. And then within their speech, they can also talk about their product and service, which then helps them generate sales and revenue as well. And make sure you decide on a format, right? Is it crash courses, interviews, slideshow presentations, will be Q&A? All this matters because then you can let people know ahead of time. Now, before you host your event, you want to start building relationships with influencers and guests, as I mentioned. Comment on their social media profiles, subscribe to their email list, ask them to promote the event, have them speak. You should promote their speaking spot, which helps them. Reach out to all these people, and what you'll find is when you get a lot of influencers, they'll promote it from their website, which means they'll link to it, they'll tweet about it, they'll showcase it, and the more people you get to email, the more of an audience you'll have attend the event. And where you'll build the most amount of links is having a page dedicated with all the recordings, the cheat sheets, PDFs, courses, all that stuff that people can download. Make a really cool, pretty landing page. Email all the attendees. Not only will they share it, you'll find that a lot of them will link to it. And it's a great way to build links because people are like, oh my God, not only there's the information, great, they gave me cheat sheets and step-by-step guides on how to implement everything each speaker told me. The third link building tip I have for you is case studies and ego bait. Have you noticed that when you pick a case study and you create something that's super detailed and it breaks down how someone can do something step by step, such as a case study on how someone improved their conversion rates or traffic, but not just like, hey, this company increased it and we did some SEO and content marketing and social media marketing. Like people are like, all right, that's cool. I don't learn anything from this. The more detailed you get, you'll get more enterprise companies linking to it. Doesn't matter if you're B2B, B2C. When I mean enterprise, I'm talking about larger brands. They're the ones with a higher domain authority. So when they link, those links count more. Now, you'll find that if you just release one case study, you won't get too many links. But if you do 5 or 10 in an industry, that's when it starts adding up. And I wouldn't just do case studies for companies you worked with. You can do teardowns of businesses. Like I can do a case study on how Airbnb grew from a startup to a multi-billion-dollar company and dominated the hotel industry. I can do a case study on how Delta Airlines turned around their business. I can do a case study on Microsoft on how they went from struggling, technically they weren't really ever struggling, but how they went from being flat to just starting to grow like a rocket ship. So when you do all these case studies on these companies, you'll find that other big publications will start linking to you as well. And what you want to do is when you do case studies on these big companies, Look at all the reporters that are reviewing these companies, writing about them, whether it's the New York Times or Business Insider. Reach out to all of them and reach out to the specific reporters who are covering the topic, showcase the case studies. That way, in the future, they can link to them. And that's an easy, simple way, but again, it has to be super detailed and thorough. The fourth tactic is leveraging maps. Maps are the new infographics. Glenn Alsop figured this out. People love to see how stuff is distributed throughout the world. A good example of this is there's maps that show all the shipping containers that are in the ocean at the same time. Another example to figure out how much people love maps is go to Google and search in title, this map shows. There's over 46,000 results. And there's a lot of cool stuff that breaks down things like what powers the world, that breaks down gas and electricity, all the mines in the world. There's so many different maps. People love linking to them because they constantly change. Spend time promoting this kind of content, and if you can create interactive maps on your site, you'll do really well. New York Times once released a map in the United States that shows where the 1 percentile live. And it breaks down in every single state how much you need to earn to be in the 1 percentile. When you do stuff like that and put it on an interactive map, you'll find that you can get a ton of links. And that's the new infographics. Infographics have been out for a long time. People already know how to read stuff in a visual way. It's like, all right, cool, that's been done. But not too many people are creating maps that can be interactive. The fifth strategy is leveraging the moving man method. And this tactic's by Brian Dean. You hear about a website in your industry, they have a ton of backlinks, they're rebranding, they're migrating to a new domain name. Do a backlink analysis on their website. Find its most linked content pieces and create a better or equivalent version of them. By the time your competitor migrates to a new domain, hit up everyone who's still linking to the old outdated URL and let them know these pages no longer exist. Tell them that you have a piece that's equivalent or better and suggest that they link back to you. It's a great, simple way to get backlinks. The sixth strategy, do a podcast tour. Search for podcasts that have had guests in the same industry as you. If you're like a life coach, for example, Google podcast interviews for Tony Robbins. If you're a marketer, Google podcast interviews for people like Rand Fishkin or Neil Patel. You'll find a lot of podcasts that host interviews with these people who serve the same audience as you. Hit them up and offer to do an interview on a specific topic that could be valuable to their audience. In this interview, offer a free resource that's hosted on your website. All these podcasts, what they'll end up doing is linking to that free resource in their show notes. And when you do a podcast tour and you hit up 15, 20, 30 of these podcasters and you get on a handful of them, all of them will link back to your website. The seventh advanced way is to find unlinked mentions of your brand. People already mention your brand, your name, are likely to link to your website. Monitor your brand through Google Alerts, BuzzSumo, and SEMrush. Actively search for them on Google. Just use quotation marks in the search if your brand has more than one word. When you do this, you'll see everyone who's mentioning you. A lot of those people won't be linking out to you. Reach out to them. Ask them to link out to you. Heck, if they link out to you in a brand mention and you think that would be more relevant if they include a keyword, pitch them on it. You'll find not only that you'll get a link, but you'll get a link with the richer anchor text, which will help boost your rankings. So if you need help with your link building, check out my ad agency, Neil Patel Digital. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll answer it. And of course, like, share the video, tell other people about it.